YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I just want to thank everyone for following me here on this Vancouver housing crisis segment here on my channel. I'll be carrying this segment as long as it needs to be, problems need to be addressed or brought forward. I actually have some interesting news for you guys. It's actually, I'm kind of humbled by it. I had a big mainstream news media source contact me early this morning and asked me if I was willing to do a segment with them on the housing crisis or discuss about the housing crisis and kind of do like a 5-part or a 3-part series. And I kindly declined them because I declined them, and I'll tell you why. Because my responsibility is to my viewers on this channel. And getting this channel out there and getting people to share and get these videos viral so people know what's happening in the housing community. We are experiencing something, a phenomena worldwide. It's happening in almost every major attractive city in the world. And it's beyond anything comprehensible that has ever happened. I call it a housing tsunami, or a housing takeover. The middle class is being bought out. Everyone's being bought out of markets. And the people that are bought out, that can't buy, there's some people that have money. People have saved money. But they're not going to spend $3-4 million on a house that's worth $100,000. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put this out there for you guys, because I'm not going to sell out, because the problem is a lot of people will be saying, wow, you should have did this news thing, you should have. Then if I did this news thing, I would have to stop doing this channel, because I might have exclusives for them, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called, okay? Then what would have happened next was they would have told me what to say and what to cover and what stories they want to do. So then I'm not open-ended to do what I want to do and say what I want to say, right? And that's extremely important, is getting a voice out there. But now, you know, they're like, oh, but you know, this could make you more famous in the community. That could make you more famous. You know what? I'm already famous. Go to my fan page. Go to my YouTube channel where you are. Go to the top. Click on Facebook. Okay? I am extremely famous in Portuguese Africa. Very famous in Portuguese Africa. I've been fighting for years in those 5 countries for government transparency, human rights, water, sustainability, restructuring, reprogramming. I've been to many universities there, and I have been to many universities there on tour, and I am followed by. I'm known by many people already. So I told them the fame thing is out the window, because don't need it. And the pay thing is not necessary either. It's by the people for the people, and the people are important to me. And my responsibility are to the people on this channel. And it's very important that people understand that there's sincere people out there that really care. And if you're sincere and you care about this cause, because this is something I think outside the government's reach now. Because you see so many countries that are now lowering their interest rates. I don't know if you remember the article I read about the Danish housing crisis, where the interest rates went to almost 0, and it's fueling their housing bubble there. And they're blaming it on Brexit. Watch my previous video or 2 videos back, trends in the housing market. Now this is a huge Ponzi scheme. It's going right across the world. Then you get chumps like me that look at a house and say, okay, I'm not paying $3 million for a house that's worth 70 grand or 90 grand or 150 grand conservatively. I'm not paying that, I'm sorry. Then I did my comparable stories for you guys, what you could buy in Florida, in Central Florida, in the middle of Florida, away from the hurricane coast, in a nice settled part of Florida, 2 hours from Miami, 1 hour from Orlando, 1 hour from Ocala, close to Sarasota. I wanted to show you guys that, to show that you could still buy $1 million house, mansion, for $1 million. They still do exist. Places like Georgia, places like New Mexico, places like Arizona, places like Texas. There's many states that still have affordable housing. And that's one thing the United States has going for it. It has a lot of places that have affordable housing, unless you're in the Silicon Valley area, you know, or something like that. But I just wanted to put this out there for you guys, is because I turned down the offer because I wanted, you know, I want to make sure I'm with you guys on this always, right through to the end, whatever it takes, you know, exposing what I can. And you got to remember, I have very little to no education, but I do want to recommend something for you guys. If you care about the cause and you want to see some sort of a solution or something taken care of, or some sort of maybe even exposing, getting your camera phone, getting out there, I think is the best thing. Getting out there, showing people, telling people what's going on, uploading to YouTube channels. There's no law telling you can't film and discuss housing prices. I mean, that would be ludicrous if that was against the law. You know, things like that. Get your camera out, create awareness, create Facebook pages, groups, start creating, you know, start linking with people internationally like I have. People in different countries all over the world that are experiencing this massive phenomena that's destroying and stealing the middle class's life. One thing I want to mention is that I think every middle class citizen that works and pays an absorbent amount of taxes should have a right to own a home. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but in Libya, Gaddafi had a law. Gaddafi passed a law many years back that stated every Libyan citizen has a right to housing. Human rights, you know. So that's why, guys, we should declare a human rights housing. All Canadians in middle class to rich, whatever situation they're in, if they pay an absorbent amount of taxes, they should have the right, they must have the right to own their own property, to own their own land, to lay their own roots, to sow their own land, to plant their own, you know what I'm saying, to provide for their families. Especially when the number one thing that comes to mind when parents want to leave something for their children, what's the number one thing they say? I'm leaving a house for my kids. Well, now in this generation, I'm leaving nothing for my kids, you know, and it's not fair. It's not fair, you know. I just wanted to put this out there to create a very solid awareness with you guys that I'm with you guys, and I'm going to continue doing this. And you know, provided you know, I'm not into any mischief or committing any crimes, or you do everything by the book, you know. Just like my businesses, I do everything by the book, you know. I right to the cent. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the support, and get this video out there and let it go viral. Start getting out there, taking pictures. Start getting out there, making videos. Start getting out there, because you know our generation's pretty much through. We're done. I'm going to 40 years old now. I'm gonna be 40 years old in 2 years. This is the generation right here. This guy right here. That's my son. That's our generation. That's the next generation that's gonna see me through when I get elderly and frail. And I want to make sure it's in good hands. My health is in good hands when I reach that level in life. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Should I have taken that gig? Should I have taken that offer? Or should I just continue? Because my responsibility is to you guys. And you know, a human housing rights activist, you know, that every Canadian middle class, you know, should definitely not have to suffer or struggle to lay roots. Should not have to suffer or struggle to have something that they could call their own. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support again. I know I keep talking and talking and talking and talking, but I just want to make sure the message gets out there. Rose! Where's Rose?
Hi, Antonio.
So, thanks for watching, guys. Big hug to everyone. Bye.